Welcome to Beerstories. This video is about how to save an undercarbonated beer or a cider. And there are two possibilities here. Either your yeast is dead and you have the right amount of sugar in the beer to carbonate, but the yeast is dead. The way to find out if that's a problem, when you open your beer and it has no sound, it makes no pfft or anything like that. And when you pour your beer, it has no foam, so it's totally flat. Then it's probably the yeast. And the way to fix that is to take a new yeast. I just use the tip of a knife, open all your bottles, take the new yeast and just divide it into all the bottles and then recap them again. Make sure your caps are sterile. Mine is just laying in star sand here. If it's a cap like that, then just close it up again. Make sure all your bottles are sterilized as well before you do this. I use star sand and just spray it around the cap just to make sure I don't get anything in there. Yeah, that was the first one. Well, the second one is a bit more tricky because either you added too little sugar or it was carbonated at a too low temperature. What happened to this beer here is I added enough sugar for a stout, but it was in the lower range, and then it carbonated too cold. So now it has a little bit of head, it has a little bit of pearl in the beer, but not very much. And I would actually like it to not come out of the bottle, but when you pour it, I want a great head on this. It's a heavy beer. It's an imperial stout, 9% ABV. It has been oak matured and there's smoked whiskey in it. So the acidity and the liveliness that the carbonation brings to the beer, I want that in this beer. So I thought I would add 2 grams of sugar to each bottle. A sugar cube like this weighs 2 grams. The same thing with my cider. I carbonated this as a normal beer and that's too low. I want it really to come out of the bottle actually, just like a champagne. So I'm gonna add 2 grams of sugar to that as well. Yeah, so basically all you have to do, make sure, it's sanitized. I've given all the bottles star sand. My fingers are clean. My bottle opener is clean as well. So all I have to do now is just very gently open all the beers, add sugar in, be a little quick, because when it is a little carbonated and you put the sugar in, it has a tendency to come out of the bottle. So do it a little quick. Yeah, and that was it. Leave it for, depending on what beer style it is, this is a heavy stout, probably 4 weeks before it's carbonated. If it's just a Pilsner or an IPA, it could only be 2 weeks. But leave it at room temperature at least for 2 to 4 weeks and then see if it's better. Yeah, and that was it, I think. You can reach me on Instagram and Facebook by following these usernames here. If you like the video, please click like and also subscribe to my channel. Then you get all the new videos directly in your YouTube feed and you make me very happy. So I think that was it. Yeah, but if you have any questions, write it in the comments or write to me elsewhere and then I'll try to answer as good as I can. Happy brewing out there.